because it's more primal. This is more cultural. This is more about finding somebody who is willing to engage you in combat. The weight discrepancies may not be as tightly knit as we have them in the traditional martial arts. However, the concept remains the same. Two men go in, one winner comes out. Mayo, what do you think about the current energy being displayed by the fighters beforehand?
It's incredible, and I'm so happy I mentioned about the Muay Thai relation. The traditional music is playing, the fighter is getting charged up by it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just a recap. This is Dogon Messi versus Yar'Mage. 65 kg, first fight of the evening, Dambe action. 3 3-minute rounds, 1 minute rest in between. Any moment from now, the ref will give the sounding gong, and we are off to the races.
Dogon Messi from House Arawa, Team Arawa, and Yar'Mage from House Kudu.
And just like that, we have both men getting up for range. Maya, what do you see right now taking place?
I just noticed the Yar'Mage is coming in southpaw. That means he's favoring his left hand.
Of course.
While Dogon Messi is favoring the right hand. So this is what we call a mirrored stance, like a mirror match to each other.
And very patient start from both athletes, don't you think? Just taking time, observing the reach. I can imagine Yar'Mage is trying to navigate the reach discrepancy and being patient. Oh, that was a solid overhand right landing from Dogon Messi.
Landed clean. Yar'Mage doesn't seem phased though. He's still watching him very intensely, trying to find his moment.
And can you see Dogon Messi feinting?
Yes.
Feinting high, feinting low.
Yes.
Using the feet to cut off the pins. And you see Yar'Mage telling the MC that he knows what he's doing. This is another day in the park for him. Oh.
Some nice evasive movement there from Yar'Mage.
2 overhand rights missing from Dogon Messi. Yar'Mage taking a calm and tentative approach.
Angles are very important here. Oh, that was really good.
You can begin to see the reach disadvantage beginning to play in Dogon Messi's favor.
Yes. I would have, as a fighter, as Yar'Mage, to take the outside stance. Ooh, to step outside of the foot so that he's away from the direct hit of Dogon Messi while he can plant his own punch.
Exactly, Mayo. More lateral movement as opposed to just the straight backwards movement, so you don't get your back out of the cage. That was a counter overhand right from Dogon Messi. Yar'Mage been perceiving that he is a bit behind in the eyes of the judges and trying to take the fight to Dogon Messi.
Oh, that looked like a bit of a headbutt.
Yeah, there was a clash of heads.
Definitely a clash of heads there. I'm really thankful for the hat on Yar'Mage there to kind of keep his head from getting cut.
Of course. And ladies and gentlemen, it's important to remember that the clinch game is very different in Dambe.
Yes,
the referee exists to separate as quickly as possible so the action can remain as unimpeded as possible. And
the clinch tends to start from the fingers.
Exactly.
They kind of like intertwine the fingers, or let me say both shields connect as a rangefinder as well.
Exactly. In traditional martial arts, we would refer to that as lead hand activity.
Exactly.
You keep that hand out there, you feint with it. That was an elbow on the inside that connected from Yar'Mage on the face of Dogon Messi after he came in with the overhand right.
I don't believe that elbows are actually legal shots.
After the first fight, we couldn't get the winner. Now we're going straight to the round 2.
Our beautiful ring girls presenting the stage. Stake.com, our partner for the evening. We're going right into the second round, ladies and gentlemen. As the ring girl exits the sandpit, we have both Dogon Messi and Yar'Mage squaring off ready for the second round of action of the first bout of the evening. Mayo, what do you think about their physiques? Given the nature of the training that they undergo, how do you think that factors into how their bodies eventually form and solidify?
So based on all the Dambe fighters that I've seen, even from like the past shows and this one, they all seem pretty lean. Like there's a lot of lean muscle going on. I haven't seen anybody who's absolutely jacked and like huge, but carrying a ton of muscle. They all seem to have these really lean physiques. And now I just saw that the ropes again bound by sellotape to keep them from coming out during the bout anymore. Yes.
That's an interesting development. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're right back into the second round of the first fight of the evening.
Starting the very same way like the first round?
Exact same way. Rangefinder's lead hand activity. You have Dogon Messi versus Yar'Mage, 65 kg, Dambe action from the African Warriors Fighting Championship in partnership with Stake.com. This is the King of Warriors in Abuja, and we are here on bated breath watching both men get right back into the action.
Something interesting just happened there. Dogon Messi just scooped up some sand from his feet and wrapped it around the ropes of his hands.
And
I'm
now,
like just adding some extra density to the punches, I guess.
And you can see Yar'Mage feeling a bit more confident in this second round, using that overhand left, since the mirrored stance, overhand left to try to counter Dogon Messi on his way in. The technique may be different, but the fundamentals and the ideas behind them are always the same.
Yes.
That was an excellent untelegraphed overhand left from Yar'Mage.
Yes, I just wish he stood on the outside of the range a little bit.
Exactly.
He keeps going in, and every time he does that, he puts himself in danger of Dogon Messi's punch, of his right punch.
Whatever we can say about Yar'Mage, we can definitely not say that he does not have the energy or the spirit for this.
Definitely,
He's
and his confidence is 100%.
Of course. You can see Dogon Messi adjusting and changing his footwork patterns. He's now, oh, that was a solid overhand left connecting from Yar'Mage.
I've noticed that Yar'Mage has a very good way of getting out of the punches. So by the time Dogon Messi reloads to throw the next shot, he's already out of there. So I think he's very confident in his speed.
He is confident in his speed. And I think it's also tied into the fact that there's very little telegraph on that left when he throws it. He seems to throw it straight from the hip, and it goes in a straight beeline down through to his opponent's face.
Again,
as we saw right
as you were saying, beautiful.
So now, Mayo, what adaptations? Because it does seem that Yar'Mage is getting the better hand of this second round of the first round.
And he has Dogon Messi on his back foot now.
Exactly. You can see him. He's almost on the ring out.
Yep.
So, Mayo, what would you advise Dogon Messi to adjust in order to cinch this and to take it back?
So I keep talking about this thing about stepping on the outside of the stance. Whoever has the outside position is in better position to throw a shot and to not get hit.
Of course.
So if it could become aware of it, if I was a cornerman, I would say, listen, step on the outside so that your shot is in line to get it, especially because there's a speed disparity as well. I would want to make sure that my shots are accurate.
Of course.
If I can't reload to throw a second one, because every time Yar'Mage is just out of there.
Yes, sir.
As soon as he throws something, he's out.
Ladies and gentlemen, outside foot position, very important for limiting your opponent's options while maximizing yours.
Exactly.
And now we have Dogon Messi approaching the edge of the sand pit. As we've seen several times in this second round, both men exchange. The blonde hair is out, looking, and we're here witnessing these men give it all in this second round.
And that is the end of round 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, round 2 is over.
See Dogon Messi getting some extra coaching coming from another coach. Because it's the third and final round, everything is hanging on this final round now.
Ladies and gentlemen, third and final round of the first bout of the evening. This is what we came here to see. Some true Dambe action. And now, Mayo, who would you say is who has the upper hand right now? Would you say Dogon Messi? Would you say Yar'Mage, or would you say that it's split in the middle?
I'll put it split in the middle. I think Dogon Messi probably had the first round, and Yar'Mage came from behind in the second round to take that. So everything is on the third round now. And I think that's what that extra coach came to tell Dogon Messi, like, you have to leave it all in this sand pit in this final round.
I agree. And we have our beautiful ring girl coming in to introduce the third and final round of the first bout of the evening.
Round of the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, and our viewers back home, just a reminder, this is African Warriors Fighting Championship in partnership with Stake.com. This is round 3 of your first fight of the evening.
Dogon Messi from Team Arawa versus Yar'Mage from Team Kudu. 65 kilograms.
Right now, you see both men using their rangefinders again. Feints. If you can get that real estate on the ground, your punches have a higher chance of landing overall in the long term. It all starts with defeat. Take your opponent's real estate away from them. That is it. To the untrained eye, it might look like they are just being tentative. However, these both men are measuring range. Yar'Mage is a full 6 inches shorter than Dogon Messi, and it's important that he is as careful as possible before launching that left hand in the direction of his opponent.
Something interesting is happening. So round 1 and 2, Dogon Messi was doing a lot of foot movement, like was at least of vibrations going on with his legs. But in this round 3, Yar'Mage seems to be one doing all that. He just watches his right leg especially. There's a lot of thumping going on there. And the Muay Thai guys do this a lot actually, where they bounce to the rhythm with that lead leg. Ooh!
That was a solid left.
Beautiful left come from
Dogon
Yar'Mage.
Messi.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And you see something that I find interesting. Whenever Dogon Messi throws his overhand right,
again.
That was a solid left.
With
with a left on the break as well.
That was like a triple hit.
Yeah, triple hit. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't get a lot of alternating shots in Dambe.
Yes.
It's one hand, one kill. One hand several times in succession on one target. You do not get the one hand defense, the other hand attacks. And what you're seeing is 2 or 3 hit combinations with one hand. Whoa, that was a beautiful hit on the break.
Excellent. Dogon Messi has some real good control on Yar'Mage just now.
Of course.
You can see some imposing size difference there.
And you see both men now using their rangefinders. Dogon Messi trying to be clever with the footwork, trying to create some angles between him and Yar'Mage. Well, Yar'Mage seems really unfazed. Just look at him dead in the eyes, feet low and cocked. All the power comes from the feet.
Beautiful.
Connects to the head.
And he's out of there again. Before
he's out.
Messi can respond, he's out.
And now clinch work from both men into a separation. The referee almost
lost his foot in there.
Mayo, what do you think about the lead hand activity and how does it compare into the Western martial arts like Muay Thai and boxing?
If you notice, there's a different way that they keep changing the hand. So at one point, when they do the connection, the fingers are open. Then at some point, they bring it up like a shield, proper like a shield. And I like how they keep changing that.
Of course. It's a very intricate game involving probes, involving feints, all tied in with the explosive movement from the feet. You see the feint from the left hand. Dogon Messi eating the feint but still being ready for action. Both men low, ready to explode.
Yeah, I think Yar'Mage has forced Dogon Messi to fight like a shorter person.
Of course.
Pulling him down. So I don't think he's even letting him like...
And I believe that was the whistle for the final round.
To the officials to know who wins after a hit fight between Dogon Messi and of course Yar'Mage. It was a splendid and entertaining fight between the both of them. Ladies and gentlemen, Yar'Mage!
Ladies and gentlemen, Yar'Mage crowned your victor of the first night of the evening of the African Warriors Fighting Championship. King of Warriors in partnership with Stake.com.
Yar'Mage, Team Kudu, came from behind in second round and third round and absolutely imposed his confidence and his game plan. That was beautiful. That was beautiful to watch.